Welcome back to East Texas Now. Joined with us at the desk, you see here, there he is. Perfect, Dr. David Crawford. He is TJC's theater professor and director, and you're coming to talk about a specific show that's up and coming. Is that right?
Yes, I am. Crimes of the Heart.
Crimes of the Heart. So tell us a little bit about it if we're not familiar with the show.
Okay. Well, it's been done a lot around the world because Beth Henley, a little Mississippi girl, won the Pulitzer for it back in the late 70s, early 80s. Wow. Hit Broadway, did very well, and then so it's been flying around ever since then. So it's been very apparent because it's a story about women. Yep. And you know as well as I do that the good, solid, quality literature about women is not apparent just a whole lot. So this one tells the story of three sisters, the McGrath sisters, who are all three at the crossroads of a very important decision in their life, separately, apart, and they're all hit that point in their lives where things just don't matter as much because they're alone and they're lonesome and they're afraid of making wrong decisions, of which they've made a lot. And so they all come home because Babe, the youngest, has gotten herself thrown in jail from a bad decision. Poor Granddaddy is in the hospital on his last legs. And this sounds also awful but it's a comedy. Yeah. So it's they come together, they go through these big decisions they have to make, and at the end they come together and they are stronger because they face everybody's decision together.
I love that. Absolutely. It feels like a female empowerment movement in the year of Barbie and the year of, Taylor Swift's tour and movie. I get it. It feels like this is the year of women, right?
Yes.
I couldn't agree more. Listen, so what do you think Tyler residents and people of East Texas are going to get out of this? How is this? How does it relate to them and their stories?
The universal statement is, we're better together than we are apart. We work the best big decisions of our lives together. Those who love you the most are going to fight for you the most. And there we are. It's a good, solid, universal statement that won her the Pulitzer and has been a very popular comedy ever since then. Dark comedy.
Right. Those are the best kinds, though. I firmly believe in dark humor. I think dark humor heals. I think dark humor relates to more people because it's such a balance of life, and you got to laugh through the bad times. There's always going to be bad times, but if you laugh through it, it kind of makes it a little bit easier.
And you're going to laugh through this one.
There we go, and it's a bonding experience. Tell me a little bit about the casting process. I know that there's a lot of people that I saw that are local. There's a couple of them that we reached out a little bit further. So how did you go about the casting process?
Go through the casting process very similarly to how they do it around the world, the way they do it in New York. The idea is that you bring all of your talent in and you go through prepared scripts. They perform for you and then you pick.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Who's the best one that fits your concept of the characters?
Well, and that was going to lead into my next question, the concept of the character. So are you taking it more or less straight up how it has been done, how it's traditionally been done? Is there anything that you've kind of taken a creative twist to or kind of made it your own in little ways?
We have, over the course of the last 30 years, our audiences are changing a great deal. The idea that they're doing it in New York, they're doing it around the world, they are shortening and they are really tightening up their scripts so that your audience, they just don't want to sit for 3 hours anymore. They don't want to sit for 3 acts. So we shorten this to 2 acts to the point that Beth Henley had a tendency to follow the Southern Gothic woman who says the same thing 3 times.
Okay.
And so we cut out 2. And so that automatically closed it down to 2 acts, a very clean, fast-paced show.
Yeah.
And the secrets and the surprises are going to be there. But it's that's keeping in touch with our community.
Yeah.
And with the audiences of this day and age rather than what they were like in 1970. Right. It's a totally different world.
Oh, absolutely. And it sounds like you're doing your part to try and streamline it, keep everyone engaged, and still get the true meaning and the art behind Beth's script. Yeah?
Totally.
Totally.
Yes.
I see that you have a student, or students rather, local students helping design. Is that something new? Is that something exciting to this project?
We have a talented student who has risen to that level of their education, yes, we give them opportunities. And this young man is designing the lighting, and he's been doing an excellent job. And so if they can do it, we've had a few over the years who we've let them go with sets, we've let them go with sound.
Okay.
So, heck, yeah, that's why we're there.
Yeah, that's phenomenal to know that, it is few and far between, meaning it's a high honor. And so when that
totally
happens, you want to come and see, the people on the ground floor that's doing the work that have already been noticed, and see kind of like where they go from here.
Oh, you'll see him somewhere down the line.
That's phenomenal. I'm excited to see it. If somebody is, say, on the line, right? They're kind of teeter-tottering on if they want to see it. How would you pitch it in like a sentence or 2 to tell them they should come and see this? What would you say about it?
It's one of those situations where you can come and sit and laugh and enjoy, as well as get a very strong message that you can take home with, and it's going to increase the value of your own life.
Wow, increase the value of your own life. That sounds like you just can't miss it.
Can't.
I know it. So tell us, how can we get tickets and where can we see Crimes of the Heart?
You can do one of several things. One is you can go to the TJC website, tjc.edu, go to theater, and it'll tell you all the steps involved of you can pick your own seats, or you can you have a phone number you can call, 903-510-2212. You can call and talk to them and say KLTV, and they get free tickets.
Ooh.
So there you go.
Look at that.
If you say
KLTV, okay,
you get free tickets.
If you say KLTV, you get yourself some free tickets. Can you run through when can we see the show?
Wednesday through Saturday. Wednesday through Saturday, 7:30 p.m. with a matinee on Saturday at 2:30.
All right, so we have a lot of options.
Yes, we
all
do.
All week, weekend. If you're working, nights, you can go earlier on Saturday afternoon. Sounds phenomenal. Is there anything else that you want to touch on about this play or TJC Theater in general that we haven't?
We have a group of very, very high quality, very talented students. And a lot of the things that our community doesn't know is that these guys are on the first leg of a very long journey that you will see them in LA, you'll see them in New York, and catch them now.
Oh yeah.
While the ticket's cheap.
Yeah, and it's always cool to be able to say, I remember them when.
Oh yes, you will.
Know? Oh man, I was there at TJC when they designed the lighting of Crimes of the Heart, and now they're in LA, and you can see that they're directing, and all of these. That sounds so phenomenal, and what a way to support local theater, to support local talent, is to come and enjoy the show. Again, those dark comedies, they're
Love it.
Just a passion of mine, because it combines two such real things in life. I love it. Can't wait to see it again Wednesday through Friday at 7:30. Saturday there's a matinee at 2:30, and then again a night one at 7:30. You can go to, what was that website one more time?
TJC.edu.
tjc.edu to find the tickets for the show. Dr. Crawford, thank you so much, or Doc, as you said that you're
That's
called,
me.
for the last, what, you said 4 decades?
Yeah,
4.5 decades or so? All right,
Right,
sounds
so.
good. Well then, Doc, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I'm so glad that you came to talk about the show, and I can't wait to see it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Have a great afternoon.